good. I had a customer send me a picture of her front door wreath, and she wanted to know if I could make a mailbox flag for her, and I said sure. Basically what I did is she has a very simple and plain wreath, and I have racked my brain out all day today trying to figure out, well, what am I going to do with this? It's not a wreath that I would have made, but it's something she would like, so I'm going to try, and that's all I can do. So let's start out. I want to go with a very simple rail. I was going to use, but the wreath she has is a mesh wreath. So I'm going to start off with a green base tonight. And the reason it's not going to be very thick because I'm going to come back with red and fill in from there. So I am going to start out, and I have, y'all, I am finding, you know, I see the rails that we get. This 22-inch rail is perfect for mailbox swags. And I find it is the best size for regular mailboxes. The other one is just too big. So this 22-inch rail is perfect for mailbox swags. And it comes, you can get them from Craft Outlet, Trendy Tree, most places carry them. But they do, you have to watch. You don't want the bigger one. The bigger one is more or less for centerpieces. So, and I apologize. I have been in my shop all day long. Tomorrow I have about 12 wreaths I have to deliver. So, and about 23 bows. So, I have been busy. So, I started the day after Thanksgiving. I did take Thanksgiving off. Okay, so, and I hope everybody had a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm using 10-inch mesh. That's all you need to use on these smaller rails. And it'll be thick enough. You'll be surprised. So I am going to lower you down, raise you up a little bit. So how is this? Can y'all see okay? All righty. Now, what I do here, I'm not going to tie it with a zip tie yet. I am just going to go ahead and twist. And the reason why is I'm not sure how much, if I'm going to end up here or not, because depending upon how thick it appears. All right. Now, I am going to do approximately 10-inch puts, maybe a little bit low. About 10, 10.5. It does not have to be an exact measurement. And as we go, we're going to kind of fluff it out like so. I love this green, y'all. So I have another craft fair this weekend. In our area, north of the lake, they have a big craft fair. And they also have another craft fair. So there's actually two going on. One is at the Pontchartrain Yacht Club, where I will be. It's more or less a boutique one. And the other one is just a big general craft fair. And it's 3 days long. But I'm not doing that. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't do that big of a fair if I wanted to. And it's a little pricey, that one. I mean, this one's nice. I mean, it's enough. But, and I kind of wanted to do more of the upscale one with this, the one I'm doing coming up at the Pontchartrain Yacht Club. So, I did two beautiful wreaths for them for their front door, which I love. I fell in love with. I had to do a lot of thinking. They are Christmas nautical wreaths I did. Now, what I'm going to do, I got here at the end of this part of the rail, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep going, and I'm going to go to the next one right here. Okay. And now this one may be about, may have to go a little bit bigger because we're coming around like so. Let's see. I think this one I usually do about 11 inches when I come around the bottom corner. Let's see. About 10 and a half. That's what it is. It's about 10 and a half. Gonna come around here like this. Oh, and Katie, I decided finally what I'm getting my secret Santa or Elfie person. So I have to travel to go get it. That's the only problem. I got to travel about an hour and a half, 2 hours to go pick it up when I want to get it. Get my little, we do a secret Santa in one of my groups, and we call it Elfster. And naturally, I think I got one of the hardest people to buy for. So I kept wrapping my brains out on what I was going to get this person. And finally, I came up with 2 ideas. Something that this person will never suspect. But the only problem we're going to have is, is that I'll probably, it's going to be hard to wrap that little booger. Okay, now, I am going to come here and I'm going to use this twist tie here. Come around, about 11 and a half here. Okay, now, where this gets a little tricky, y'all, for some people, and it's very easy to do, and I'm going to show you. Okay, we went all the way around, just like this, the whole outside of the wreath. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to come over, and we're going to cross over doing the 10-inch loop, and we're going to make sort of like X's. Not an X, but we're going to zigzag. We're going to go here, and then over here, come around and go over here like so. And then when we get up to this other corner, we're going to go back and fill in those air holes that are there. Okay. And I got it all twisted in. So, now, what we're doing is we're crisscrossing over, okay? So that you can see, we're going to crisscross over like so. You don't have to use 21-inch mesh, especially if you're going to put tails and that onto the rail itself. As you can see, it's starting to puff out, and I haven't even finished crisscrossing over yet. So, y'all, rails, if you're doing a craft fair, rails do very well. People want them. Okay, let me twist it around here. I like to keep, let me show y'all, this is all twisted here. If you see this like this, I like to keep the underneath part right here where the 2 parts meet underneath. Okay, so we're coming around here. We're going to twist right here. Okay. Now, I was not, for Thanksgiving, this was not my, here in Louisiana, believe it or not. Hey, Marilyn, thanks for coming aboard. But a lot of my friends in that, on the day after Thanksgiving, they go to the horse races. It usually opens up here. And we're in, I tell you, it's a big thing here where I live. They race thoroughbreds in this area where I live. A lot of thoroughbred forms. My uncle used to race horses. And there's a lot of forms out here. Okay, now we're at this corner. Okay, I'm going to come around like so. I'm going to hook it to this corner. Okay. But I've only been like, I think maybe 3 times my whole life to the racetrack. I think to the racetrack, period. That's it. I'm not a gambler. I never have liked gambling. You want to know why? I never win, y'all. The only time I have ever won anything is with my sweet Linda Hobby when she had a giveaway. When I tell y'all I don't win, I don't win. But that's okay. I'm happy. I will take that back. You are looking at a publishing clearinghouse winner. Ta-da! Wow, I won $50. Can y'all believe that? $50. Yep, that's right. So if you've never met a publishing clearinghouse person, well, you have now, because I won $50. Y'all, I thought I was going, you would have thought I was having a heart attack, y'all. Of course, they didn't come to my door with it. It came in the mail. But it did say I was a winner. And I really got nervous, y'all. I really, really, really did get nervous. Because there's all kind of prizes that they give away. But that was years ago. So, but I figured, well, $50 is $50. What can I say? So, I don't even go to the casinos, y'all. I just, you know, 20 bucks, maybe that's probably one of the reasons I never win anything, y'all, is because I don't gamble enough. $20 is not that much to put in a machine, I guess. Well, I only play the nickel slots before the penny slots, so. Now, I have put a couple of bucks in. I will tell you, $1 slot a few times, but that's it. And that was years ago. But my husband and I we just don't go. We just don't enjoy it. Now I gamble away I gamble in other ways. And you want to know what that is? Buying plenty of supplies and praying that my products sell. That's about as much as I do for gambling. Oh, Lord. But, so that is the most gambling I do, is buying resupplies and praying my product sells. How's that? Okay, so I used the whole roll on here. And let's see where we are here. I got to come around and poof it here. Okay, let me show you how full it is. Come around and put it right here, and then we're going to tie it off. Okay, just like so. You know, I'm going to go ahead and use it all right now. There's no point in wait. Well, I'm fine. It's just a little bit. Nice and full. What do y'all think? Pick it up, let you see it. It's nice and full. Okay, I'll cut this off in a minute. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut, let me see. If you're not sure, this is what you can do. You can come around, and what I like to do is kind of test the waters here and see how thick I'm really going to need this, to see if I really need that much, because I already have enough on here. Usually I think, yeah, that's going to be good. So this is about 24 inches. I should have known. Everything I do is 24 or 30. Okay. Okay. We're just going to put this around. Let's see. It's 1, 2. Okay. Oh, y'all, I turned on my Netflix last night, and I did a marathon. I did not realize my movie The Crown was back on. So I caught up on The Crown. I got all the ones I hadn't done for this season. Enjoyed watching it. I really enjoyed that show. And then I'm going to miss my Pole Dark on PBS. I love that show. I don't know, is Call to Midwife coming back on, y'all? I hope so, because I like that one too. But I think my favorite show, y'all, is The Doctor. I love the guy that is artistic, and he's a physician. That show is so good. It is so good. Now, my grandson's not autistic, but he's just as good looking as that little doctor. That little doctor's cute. I don't know how this guy that plays the doctor, I tell you what, he is really good at what he does. All right, I'm going to have to cut some more. But anyway, getting back to television. Any of y'all watching any of the Hallmark? I did not know this, but the other night while we were, when I was on, somebody told me that actually a small town from this area, it's Ponchatoula. They had a Christmas wish, I believe it was, and this was actually filmed, and they did not change the name of the town. It's Ponchatoula. Did not change the name of the town, and it was Ponchatoula, Louisiana, and which I thought was awesome. You know, y'all, I'm thinking that I might do every other red. I think it's too much red. I want the green to come through. Yeah, I want the green to kind of shine through. We'll alternate. Yeah. It's too much red over there. So, I've watched a few of the Hallmark. Oh, and I'll tell you what else I love. Y'all, I love that baking contest, Christmas Bake Off show, where they make all the Christmas candies and cakes and, oh man, I tell you what, they make some beautiful candies. Anybody going to any light displays coming up? I want to do Christmas in the city park this year, but you know, I got to make sure that it's not going to be too cold, because I do not take cold well. And you got to walk through. It's a lot of lights and it's walk through, but I'm going to kind of do a 15-day forecast and see. I want to definitely go and see it. It's spectacular. I've been before. And then I want to go at the hotel. It's called the Roosevelt Hotel. Y'all may say Roosevelt. I say Roosevelt. The Roosevelt Hotel. They have a big Christmas display there. And then they have another display somewhere around there. I've got to find out from my daughter, where they do a streetcar. And they actually make the streetcar from gingerbread. And it's, believe it or not, it's a full-size streetcar. Full size. All right. Here. Okay, this one here. Okay. All right, we've got every other one. Let me check. Check. Okay. This here. So, and that is really something to see, is the streetcar made from gingerbread. And then they also have, is it Fillmore Street, I believe it's called? They have, it's decorated really nice, and they have like an archway that goes through down the center. And what they do is you kind of walk through, and they have snowflakes falling, real snowflakes falling, and so it's kind of nice. But I think they do that in the cool weather, and then we go to, which I don't drink. What do y'all think? You like that or not? I kind of like it. Let me cut, you know what I want to do? I am going to cut 2 right here. I want 1 here and 1 here in the center. Let me get 2 more pieces, and I have to add a pipe cleaners to it. Let me get it. No, I don't think I'm going to need it. You want to know why? Because I'm going to, the poinsettias are going up here. All right, here we go. Now, I've chosen my ribbons for tonight. And let me show you the ribbons I've chosen. Okay. Now, her wreath is, she has, I'm going to go with this gold here, like so. And let me turn my glue pot on, get it cranked up, because I'm going to need it. And for y'all that haven't seen what kind of glue pot we use, let me show you. This is the glue pot, y'all. Right there. That's the glue pot. This is what I use. And it's like a little 6-inch electric skillet. Okay. And I love it. Now, you don't need a regular big old skillet, okay? You don't need a whole skillet. So, now, what I have here is I have cut out, and I am going to use, I think I'm going to use 13-inch tails. Okay, not 14. Let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and use the 13. Can always cut down. You can't go bigger. So, 1, let's see, I have 1, 2, let's do about 8, 2, 7, 8. Okay. Now, what I do when I cut my tails, y'all, we're going to dovetail these. And when I say dovetail, I like to make sure my ends are all equal here. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a V right here. Thank you, Burlap Boutique, for perfect tails, okay? All right. And once again, we're going to cut them like so. And I usually do 4 at a time. And the reason I do 4, I find that you get a cleaner cut. And I don't have that much strength in my hands. So I usually just like to do 4 at a time. All right. So we've got that. And we're going to go with the gold. Okay. So, how many of y'all got all your Christmas shopping done? For, tonight's the last night, Cyber Monday. I've got a few more things to get, so I'll be up until midnight tonight for Cyber Monday. So, just a few more. Today is my granddaughter's birthday. Ooh, I tell you, you got to call. I called and wished her a happy birthday this morning. 2, 3, 6. Now, y'all remember that I am trying to match this lady's front door wreath as much as possible. So, okay, right like this. Alrighty. again, take my right through here. Okay, like so. Shopping, let's see, all about the shopping. I don't know about that. My daughter and I left, I think at, I don't even know, 10 o'clock Friday, and we didn't finish until late. And I tell you what, I was exhausted. So we did get a lot of nice things. The problem is this year I had no clue what to get anybody. You know, it's hard. I had so much fun when my kids were little. I used to go shopping at the toy stores and look at all the toys and just have a ball shopping. Well, now I don't have any little kids to shop for. They're, you know, my grandkids. The youngest one is, well, he's more fun to buy for. But the only problem was, one of the things he wanted was expensive, and he's going to get, you know, and I try and even my Christmases out. You know, I spend so much on each child, and I have to make it even. And when they want something expensive, it's kind of hard to even it out. It looks like they're getting gypped. And I'm even Steven, y'all, when it comes to, even to my own kids. If I spent $500 on one kid, I'm going to spend $500 on the other kid. And I don't care, as close as I can get it. So, and that's just the way it is. So, I know what I got. I did get my son. Now, my daughter is presenting a problem. I don't know what to get her. Hint, hint. I do need some hints from her today. Because I'll go out. My husband and I will go out and we'll shop together for her. And my son, he's easy. He's easy to buy for. Already gotten him one big thing. And next week I will be in wreath mode next week, y'all, because I am going to be I'm going to try and make some wreaths for Christmas for people. You know, spring wreaths and stuff like that. Because, you know, if y'all are into making wreaths and that, why not give someone a wreath for Christmas? If you're going to, you know, nothing says anything better than to give someone something that you've made and you take pride in doing. And I take pride in what I make, and I enjoy making it. And so I know I have, I know one thing I'm giving my my future daughter-in-law. That's easy. And I've got to give my husband, forget it. I quit buying him clothes. I don't buy him clothes anymore. I don't know what to get him. But I'll go out. I usually buy him some cologne, and I used to buy him clothes, but now I don't want to have, you know, I don't know what to get him. Tools. I did buy him tools last year. I did pretty good with that. He was happy with the tools I bought him. Of course, a lot of the tools he uses for me now. So, because he cuts out little things for me here and there. So, okay. Now we've got that. And let me cut the red out. This is a cranberry. Let me get this one. Okay. Bring it out. Let me see. Let me get my other red. I think I'm just going to use it. So, y'all, I've got ribbon coming out the wazoo. Okay, there you go. Well, sorry about that. All right, we've got the red and the gold. Now I got to go with this. Okay. I am ready to eat something different for a change. Well, tonight it was good. Tonight we had, I had made some chicken soup. And that's what we had tonight. Good old chicken soup. I talked to two of my friends today. Brenda, well, I saw Brenda. I didn't talk to her. Ooh, she's got the crud. And Casey, another good friend of mine, she's got the crud. Ooh, y'all, that crud's going around. 3, 7, 8. Oh, Katie, by the way, if you're still on, I know something. Hey, CT, I know something we can do. You know all those scraps, now I can't say they're scraps of ribbon. We need to come up with some ideas of what to do with all the ribbon tails that we've got extra ribbon tails with. I have got so many ribbon tails. It is unreal. And most of mine are like 12, 13-inch tails. You know, I don't have 10-inch tails. Whoops, how did I do that? But, you know, with the holidays and that, and, you know, what makes, I think what plays a big part in all of this, one day it's 88 degrees, and the next day it's 39 degrees. Something's not right here, gang, when that happens. You wonder why people get sick? Alrighty. Now, put all this over here because I don't know if I'm going to need more tails or not. Okie dokie. I'm easy to buy for. You know what I need to get? I need to get one of those little Swifters for in here. I see Lori has a Swifter that she uses. Okay, now, and when I tell you y'all, I would have done this different if I were, I'm trying to think. All right, let's just do it this way. All right, we're going to go with, on the green, we're going to go with the red and go, the red and gold right here. Let me put you this way so you can see. Well, y'all, I've eaten enough pie to fill my ear until Christmas, I guess. I think my favorite pie, y'all, for the holidays is a pecan pie. That is my favorite pie. And I hate to say this. We bought pecan pie from numerous, when I tell you numerous pie places, and I've even made my own pies. And I hate to say this, but you know one of the best pecan pies you can get is at Sam's. I'm sorry. That's my opinion. But it is so good. Let me see what this red's going to look like on here. Yeah, I'm going to put this red. It's just too much gold that way. Okay, let's go with this. Can you see? No, you can't. Where's my daughter? She's not telling me you can't see. Okay, how's that? All right. Take that out, put this back in its place. Oh yeah, I like that better. You know what I love when everybody gets on? I love the way y'all talk back and forth to each other. Y'all, this is what we do here. We learn, not only do we learn to support, not just in our community, but everyone. I mean, you could just be anybody. You don't even have to be Aretha. I mean, it's so nice just to chit-chat with people, even though you're not on a phone or in person. It's nice to talk to one another. Say hi to each other and talk to each other. You can get to know them online. So if you haven't met everybody, say hello to everybody so you can get to know this. I can tell you that we have a lot of talented people here. CT, Katie, Peggy. There's a lot of people here online today that you can learn from. Hey, CT, how did the decorating go this weekend? You got everything all up? Y'all, CT decorates his house to the T for Halloween and Christmas. You can ride by his house and his lights and everything light up. And Halloween. Our group keeps threatening to go over and go see him for Christmas and see what it's like. So that would be fun. That would be so much fun. We'll all crash at CT's house. How's that? Just what you need. How many of us are in the group, Katie? It's quite a lot. Okay. There you go. It's starting to come about, y'all. And remember, I am going to be putting in the poinsettias. I haven't done that yet. So, okie dokie. Flip it over so you can see it. I'm going to have to cut a few more tails. All right, let's start out right here with this one. Christmas is my two front teeth. Oh, y'all, you got to see what I'm going to make. I am going to show y'all what Rachel painted me. It is so darn cute. And I'll be making this. I might just do that Wednesday night. And y'all can join me Wednesday night. Let me show it to you real quick. Well, it's underneath here. I'll have to wait. But I got my lamp that I want to do. When I say the lamp, it's, oh, what's the name of that TV show, y'all? I can't think of it. But anyway, she painted me, remember the kid with the BB gun that he wanted for Christmas? Well, I got my sign in, and I'm going to be painting it in. And it's got the lampshade, and it's got fringe on the lampshade, and it is so darn cute. It's the leg where the father had the leg lamp sitting in the window, and I ordered from Amazon. I don't know, I hadn't even checked the front porch to see what's come in, but I ordered a pair of glasses, like those glasses he wore, a little mini rifle. So I'm going to put that on there with the leg lamp. So I want to, oh, Katie, I wished I would have thought of that. You got to shoot your eye out. Remember that? I think the parents said that. And what happens? He does shoot the BB gun, but thank goodness he had his glasses on. It only broke his glasses. So that is going to be a cute, cute, cute wreath. Okay, the last tie. Hallelujah. Okay. Now, where to place these poinsettias, I may add, just to spruce it up, because I may want to just, because I don't know if I just want poinsettias on here. Of course, it's not going to match her wreath if I add more to it, but that's okay. We'll see what we're going to do. All right. Now, I went ahead and I snipped my poinsettias. All right. And we're going to put red and gold balls on here as well. So, alright, let me show you what it looks like so. Alright, these are my cut poinsettias. I wished I had, but, okay, let's see what we have here. It's like so. Flip it around so you can see. Alright. Now what I am going to do, I am going to put right here about, because let me show you where it's going to, what it's going to be. Y'all, you got to realize it's going to come around like so, okay? So you're going to have your peak up at the top, and usually about right here is where I put a bow here. I put a bow on the other side. I put one here. Down the center will be my poinsettias. That's how I'm going to do it. Okay? So, alright, I got to stand for this. And let me get this. Alrighty, here we go. Stick this in the glue pot. And when you do your glue pot, y'all, let me just tell you, you want to make sure that it's not too hot. And the reason you don't want it too hot is due to the fact that you don't want to burn yourself, but you want it sort of like taffy. And it's just going to hold on to this a little bit better. So you're going to want it. Okay, like so. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down the center with these, just like so. Alrighty. I'll go and tack a few of the leaves. I don't want to lose the poinsettia, so what I might do is I just turned on my glue gun, and I'll go back and I'll tack down some of the leaves. Yeah, like so. Can you see? I'm moving out the way. Alrighty, just like this. Okay. Here. Okay. If you get what we call these spider webs, just remember your hair dryer to turn it on low, y'all. You don't want to turn it on high. And you can actually, it'll help get rid of some of these strings, glue strings, or spider webs as we call them. Let me just kind of show you. See, you want a nice amount of glue on there. You don't want to be stingy with your glue. Okay. Alrighty. Now, one more. Okay, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Not that over. Okay, there you go. Now. Okey-doke. Now, let me do this. I am going to take on the back side, just so that I will have a little bit, just to make sure that I don't lose them. Kind of put a few, like, you know, and shape my leaves where I want them. I just tack them down just a little bit, so I'm just putting it on the back side of the leaves. When you're dealing with this, okay. Okay. Shapy leaves. Get them the way you want them. Yes. Okay. Just like so. Now what I am going to do for her, I noticed she didn't have a bow on her wreath. So I told her I'd make her a little accent bow to go for her wreath. A little lanyard. So I met her at one of my craft fairs, and she contacted me the next day and asked if I could possibly make this for her, and I said sure. So okay. Ooh. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, y'all. I'm not talking. You can see when I get busy, I don't talk, and I apologize. Well, while I'm standing here trying to talk, if you will, I would appreciate it if you would like my page and share. I would appreciate it. And if you know somebody, they can always come back and watch this later. Just be careful, y'all, when you're dealing with a glue gun. A glue gun is, I find, is much hotter than the glue pot, okay? And just be careful, because these glue guns, these are really, really hot. Okay, there you go. Now, I want to kind of give you an idea of what we're looking at. Okay, fix this real quick. Hold this down. And okay. All right. Come on, Johnny Land. Gotta hold this. This is hot. All right. There you go. Idea of what we're looking at right here. Now, this is what we've got. This over here for right now. See, this is what we have. See? Now, I have these bulbs. What I want to, when I told y'all it was going to be a very simple wreath rail. That's all she wanted. She did. I can show you one of my other rails. Let me get it. Go right here. Now let me explain what I did here. This is a rail I made someone. And the thing is, you've seen the mailboxes that have they have like the numbers over the top. I'm saying, well, how am I going to make a rail for that mailbox? I can make a post rail, but I can't make a rail. So let me tell you what I did. I took a swag and I cut it in half. So, and they are going to be able to come through like so, underneath where the letters come, and they're going to be able to tie these together underneath, like so, the mailbox. And do it that way, and then come around and do a little bungee cord on the bottom. So they can actually come around and tie these right here and start tying them off underneath. that it will come underneath and you will have it on your mailbox like so. Or I'll give them some zip ties if they want to zip tie it, so that they have this on their mailbox swag. Just like so. And that will be their mailbox. Well, it's kind of crooked, but there you go, like so. So that's, you have one for one side and one for the other. And they're big enough. They're about, to be about the same size. You see what I'm saying? But you can't get this underneath the numbers if you have numbers across the very top of your mailbox. So you can get a swag, and you can cut the swag in half and go underneath. And that's how you can do that type of a swag. Now, this, I'm getting it, y'all. I promise you I was going to show you this before I finish this off. This is, let me move this so you can see. This is the nautical Christmas wreath. I did a dual wreath for the Pontchartrain Yacht Club. And they wanted it in blue and silver. So that's what I did for them. So I had to come up with something, and I put the little sequin balls on the fishnet. And does it look Christmassy? I hope so. But that's what I had suggested, so we'll find out. Now, what I have here is I have my Christmas bulbs. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, let me get my clippers and kind of clips these things right here real quick. Need them this long. Okay, what I'm doing is cutting some of these ties back a little bit. I don't need them this long. Let's go ahead and go with gold on the red. Alright, start at this end. And red on the gold. Almost missed it. All right. Alrighty. Now she has these bulbs on her wreath on her front door, so alrighty. Okay. Do this real quick. This doesn't want to stay on for some reason. Let me try it this way and see. Yeah, this is going to get it. I'm going to let it. Okay. I'm not going to keep y'all on for the bows. I'm going to do the bows, and I'll just do a picture afterwards. Y'all, I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with these bulbs tonight. They just don't want to stick. Alrighty. Okie dokie. Oh, this is sticking. Alrighty. So. By the way, if y'all don't know, I don't know if I love her or hate her at this point. Brenda is the one that got me started into this mess, making wreaths, y'all. Of course, I've made wreaths all my life for my own personal, but I've never, or for family. But I never, sold my wreaths and stuff like that until I started watching Brenda. So thanks, Brenda. I appreciate it. Because before, what I used to do, believe it or not, before I did all of this, I did t-shirts, bags, embroidery. I did all of that. And I had a commercial vinyl machine. I had a commercial heat press. I had a 15 needle commercial embroidery machine. So, yep, I did it all, y'all. It's just that I even made drapes too. So, I guess I've always been a little bit on the, I guess that's all considered a form of a craft. So I've done it all, gang. But I find, you see, when I did embroidery in that, now I didn't mind when I did my own digitizing. I could sit for hours and digitize, y'all. But it's a little tedious when you've got when you go to embroidery and you got to sit there and you got to watch, and you don't want to, it's not, you got to make sure that everything's right, especially. And then, oh y'all, I think the hardest thing I ever did is my honorary niece. I was so nervous, y'all. Is when you take items of people that want things embroidered for them, and it's not something you carry like a purse or something like that, or a t-shirt that if you mess up, you can pull out another one and redo. It's the ones that they bring their items to you. And the problem with that is, if it's a christening dress, or if it's a wedding dress that I did for my honorary niece, she wanted her name and the date and everything embroidered onto the wedding dress. Just a small, but you're talking about expensive gowns. I was so nervous, y'all. And then when you do christening gowns, you can't afford to make a mistake when you embroider stuff like that. And it just made me extremely nervous. Now, I didn't mind doing t-shirts to where I could, if I made a mistake on a t-shirt, just pull out an extra one that I had. And just remember, when you're doing, Brenda, when you're doing these people's projects that you want, allow a certain amount of turnaround time for it. And another thing, allow extra screw-ups on t-shirts. I had a time where I ran short of a few t-shirts, and because I had made a mistake on a few of them. And oh man, you talk about, I had to pay out the wazoo to get it overnighted, and oh, it was a mess. So just always keep an extra few on hand. Alrighty. I don't like this white showing through here. Alrighty, like so. Okay, so this is what we've got. I'm going to let this dry, and I will post this when I'm done. I'm going to not keep y'all on any longer. And I am going to go in. I might add some leaves in here. I haven't decided. I'm just not too thrilled with it all yet. I think I'm going to add leaves later. But I've kept y'all on long enough. So I don't like to keep y'all on too long. So, all right. Y'all take care. And I'm going to finish working on this. And we'll see where it goes from there. All right, it'll come out all right. I'll get it done, as they say. Y'all take care. God bless, and have a good night. And I will see y'all maybe Wednesday, because I'm going to be working on, I think I'm going to do I can't wait to do this wreath. I cannot wait. It's driving me nuts. All right, y'all take care.